I have no hips on. I'm like one of the new drag queens. They don't wear hips. This is my CDJs where I prep my music for the set. I stand here in the middle of the day in my underwear out of drag and DJ. And it's gonna be great. You know, I once broke one of Lance Bass's TVs at Rocco's, so Brandon, maybe we should tell him about that tonight.
I plead the fifth.
Brandon and I were on the news for KTLA at Rocco's, and they had these big TVs, like the side, like this big. And Brandon takes my guitar after my performance, turns around, accidentally hits the TV with the guitar. The whole TV shatters. And Brandon sees my face, and I go, oh, and he goes, no. And then Brandon was like, your car's almost here. Let's get the hell out of here. And I was like, well, Brandon, they're going to know. It was on TV. They were filming the whole time. So I would like to put on the record that I broke it, and it was my fault. And Brandon had nothing to do with it. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got a couple prep, too. Never know what's going to happen. And can you believe it? Last Friday, I sprained my foot, and I'm already back in pumps. One time, Brandon and I were in this elevator, and somebody on the third floor, I was in drag, and the door opened, and the guy went, oh shit! And then he went, I'm sorry. We're going to Heart, WeHo, because we're going to celebrate that Heart is carrying Serve now, and so I thought we'd go down and get a little drunk and play music. Hi. Ooh.
Thank you so much.
I always bring 2 flash drives because you never know. So I got this one. And then this little pizza one I've had for like a year and a half. Can't believe it. Brandon checks my hymen every night before we go to the club. Tight as a drum. Impenetrable. I want to work for Disney and I want to stay pure. So I'm saving myself for Luke Perry. Serve is in many places in Los Angeles now. We're at the W. We're at Heart, where we're going. We're at Mickey's. It's really crazy. Beaches. Sometimes when I'm on my runs, I will end my run in West Hollywood and I'll go into Beaches at happy hour in my running clothes and order pink lemonade serve and just sit there and drink it. And then they're like, is that you in the bottle? I'm like, yes, it is. In drag in West Hollywood, me, could you imagine? That's a tow truck. Wow. Oh. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Well, we started selling Serve online originally, and then I know from owning the motel that liquor licensing and correctly vending alcohol, like in Milwaukee where I have my bar, is very important. For example, in California, there's over 80 different types of liquor licenses, just in California. So everything has to go through the correct channels if you want to get right with the Lord. So we started selling in California, then New York, then Texas. We even have it in Milwaukee, where I'm from, in Wisconsin. And pretty soon, we'll be pretty much everywhere. I think we'll even have it in Chuck E. Cheese. We'll have it at PacSun, Auntie Anne's, Orange Julius. One time we were in Austin on tour, and Highland Lounge just started carrying Serve. So Katya and I went over there, and it was like a weeknight, not packed. And so I walked in and got to make a bunch of drinks with my own alcohol. It was pretty cool. And there was a few fans in there, and their jaws, there was like 10 people in there. And we walked in and they were like, so if you carry Serve, you never know where we might show up.
I don't think I've heard of a drag before.
It's kind of crazy to think that drag has such a big part of the nightlife industry, and there's never been a drag owned vodka before. So good for us, right? Sisters doing it for themselves. My dream is that we have a serve event where we actually all get to be there, because to get all of the serve girls in the same room, I don't know what would have to happen. It'll probably be Sharon's funeral. I mean, seriously, she's an icon. You gotta admit, she's an icon. In Los Angeles, we're also available at the Soho House. I once saw Ron Perlman there. And we're available at the Bourbon Room. I DJ'd there a couple months ago, and it was like so fun. And then in New York, we're in Empanada Mama, which as far as I'm concerned is the Ritz-Carlton of empanadas. I went there with Monet when I first met Monet Exchange years ago before Drag Race. She was like, let me take you somewhere. And I thought we were going somewhere like gay. And it was me and Monet in drag eating empanadas. There you go. Well, the New York queens, they don't care. Like, they go everywhere in drag. They go to restaurants, they go on the train. Like, they're in drag for 6 hours. They don't care. But I mean, it's easy for them, you know what I mean? How long does it take Bob to get in drag? One of my other favorite ways to enjoy serve, if we're being honest, I love pink lemonade, but if we're cheating on me, I really like the green apple. I think Monet's is really good, and I think the mixed berry is really good too. I think the mixed berry is really good. Those are my two faves. Well, I remember the original shoot for Serve Vodka because I remember I was paired with Monet, which was great because I knew I would look really feminine. And I would be like the funny one, you know what I mean? Tron, honey, Tron.
We're gonna cross each other. Serve. Glamour. Fabulous.
Rich.
Yes. Oh, the real ebony and irony.
All drag queens are good at different things. Monet, like, we haven't really figured out, you know, like, what is she good at? You know, we know she's not great at, you know, being funny or like hygiene, but she likes to drink and she likes empanadas. I think green apple's a perfect fit for her because she smells so sour. You know what I mean? And she also looks like she just fell off a tree. I really love grapefruit. And I think a pink grapefruit would be really refreshing and delicious. Maybe like, who would be a good pink grapefruit? God, Amanda Lepore. I mean, I love Amanda. Or maybe a Juno Birch flavor that's like blue. Like the liquid is actually blue, like a blue vodka that's sort of like a 60s like tropical, you know what I mean? I think that would be kind of cool. One of my favorite things about Serve is the alcohol's flavored for an experience that requires very little work. I mean, any flavor of Serve with some ice and soda water, it's a cocktail. You know? I mean, they call vodka soda gay water, but like, I think we can do better than that as gay people, you know? But it's been great to have the product come out all over the, you know, the world, and I mean, let's be honest. Drag queens, we work in liquor sales. Pretty much every drag show is about liquor sales. It's about time that we start being the liquor that gets sold. Hello.